Today we'll take a look at gay and lesbian rights in Mississippi, updates on Russia, and which couples are back together.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
I can't seem to save anything.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back.
Are you with your friends? That's lame.
We're in a huge fight right now. XO.
What'd you dream about?
Something I did. Are you on your way to the
I'm
mall?
lonely.
Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Good evening and welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Gina Melso.
And I'm Danielle Bunting.
The Mississippi religious freedom legislation to legalize anti-LGBT discrimination by businesses has come to a standstill. The House has voted to study the bill instead of voting on it right away. Similar legislation has failed in about a dozen states already, including Arizona, which vetoed the bill just 2 weeks ago.
There are new details about the missing Malaysian airliner. Testing confirmed that a 46-year-old Texan woman contracted HIV through sexual contact with another woman. The Center for Disease Control's officers report that there is rare and difficult, but not completely ruled out. Women-to-women transmission is completely traced to behaviors such as intravenous drug use or heterosexual sex.
Legislation that would make it easier for Congress to sue the president cleared the House of Representatives on Wednesday. The bill would require the Justice Department to notify the Congress when a federal official changes how a federal law is enforced. 7 dead and 70 injured in East Harlem when an explosion led to 2 buildings collapsing. Rescue crews are searching for missing people, and a team of NTSB experts are investigating the cause of the explosion.
In Austin, Texas, crowds of people were listening to music in the street when a suspected drunk driver tore through the crowd, running over people and hitting other cars. 2 people were pronounced dead, while others were seriously injured. The 20-year-old suspect was finally caught after running from police and being tasered. He will be charged with 2 counts of murder. Secretary of State John Kerry and his Western allies warned Russia against a military intervention in the Crimean region of the Ukraine. Kerry will meet with the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The U.S. has been hinting at economic sanctions, but have not ruled out military force at this time.
7 McDonald's employees in New York, California, and Michigan have started a class action suit against the fast food restaurant, claiming wage theft. The suit alleges they did not pay employees overtime and asked the employees to work off the clock.
Charles Grayson was granted parole yesterday. Bruce Davis was imprisoned in April of 1972 for murder. He will be faced with a 120-day review, see if he should be paroled. Following that, the governor will be the final decision on whether he becomes a free man. A report released Thursday concludes that there is no medical reason for the ban for transgender people from serving in the armed forces. The current ban also prevents transgender men and women currently from serving in the military receiving necessary medical care such as hormone therapy.
Now over to Anika with entertainment. Kendrick Johnson's former schoolmates have been...
The Big Bang Theory is renewed for 3 more years. It is ranked as the #1 sitcom among viewers since 2010 to 2011 season and continues to hold the top spot for the 2nd year straight. It's currently averaging over 19 million viewers. Floyd Mayweather is allegedly involved in the kidnapping and brutal beating over missing jewelry. He allegedly attacked his 2 employees with suspicion of stealing his jewelry. Sources say the attack was so brutal the men could have easily died. Both men had broken arms and legs and were hospitalized for several days. Paula Patton and Robin Thicke are not getting a divorce. After a week of Thicke constantly spilling his love for Patton during his performances, she finally gave in. Paula simply wanted Robin to step up to the plate, and that's exactly what he did. Over to you at the desk.
Break.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Danse, balance la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
And now the latest on the plane that went down in Malaysia.
The search for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 expands again, westward. The USS Kidd, a Navy destroyer assisting off Malaysia's east coast, is now headed in that direction. CBS News has learned investigators now believe the Boeing 777 may have flown for an unknown period after it lost contact because its engines were still transmitting data. The details about its location or how far it went aren't known because the data wasn't downlinked, but it's possible the jet flew for hours towards the Indian Ocean. The search area now stretches from China to the Andaman Sea. Investigators are digging deeper into the radar signal the Malaysian military picked up, indicating the plane may have turned left.
They're beginning to understand at least where the aircraft did turn around.
Crews near the original flight path trying to find the objects in Chinese satellite photos turned up nothing.
We have contacted the Chinese embassy, who notified us this afternoon that the images were released by mistake and did not show any debris from MH370.
At the Kuala Lumpur airport, where the flight departed early Saturday, Malaysia Airlines is maintaining a regular schedule.
To me, this is a one-off incident.
But for the loved ones of the 239 passengers and crew on board, it's been 6 days without any answers. Craig Boswell for CBS News, Washington.
And now, Ali Hajjant to give us the latest on the explosion in Harlem. That's the question.
So what happened?
As you know, there was an explosion. Responders were there within 10 minutes, but they were too late. The explosion had already happened, but they came with firefighters to try to douse the flames.
What's the death toll up to?
Right now it's up to 7, but 5 people are still unaccounted for.
Wow. What caused the explosion?
They think that it was from a gas leak that that arose from a repair that happened on May 7th. So.
And how was that possible?
It's not known at the time how it's possible or if it could happen again, but it is known that the building had gone through checks and repairs for 10 years before this happened. So I guess it's possible to happen again.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
It is.
Thank you, Ali.
Mm-hmm.
In sports, And now, Stephanie with the World News Minute.
Thanks, guys. Another conflicting story has emerged in the baffling disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 nearly 6 days ago. Search crews failed to find any trace of debris suggested by Chinese satellite photographs. Malaysian officials say there is no evidence to back a newspaper report suggesting the plane may have kept flying for 4 hours. After 2 days of rocket fire from Gaza into southern Israel and attacks by Israel on Gaza, a ceasefire has been declared. Since Wednesday, about 65 rockets have struck Israeli territory. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon condemned the rocket attacks. As Western leaders prepare a bailout package for embattled Ukraine, they face a startling irony. Thanks to the almost bizarre structure of a bond deal between Ukraine and Russia, billions of those dollars are almost certain to go directly into the reserves of the Putin government. Back to you guys at the desk.
In sports, a big stallion joins the cable and Kobe is canceled.
Thanks, guys. Seven-time Pro Bowler DeMarcus Ware was released from the Dallas Cowboys on Tuesday. However, the following day, Ware signed a 3-year, $30 million contract with $20 million guaranteed to the Denver Broncos. Running back Darren Sproles was released yesterday by the New Orleans Saints and was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles today for the 5th-round draft pick. Los Angeles Lakers' Kobe Bryant will be out for the remainder of the season due to a knee injury that has yet to heal. Bryant has been out since December 17th because of his left knee and also missed the first 19 games due to a torn Achilles tendon that happened last season. But that's not all. According to ESPN, Bryant's 6-game season this year was by far the worst of his career. He says that he has high expectations for when he returns. That's all for sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Stephanie. Now the weather report.
Tonight will be clear skies with a high of 32 degrees and a low of 24. Friday will be partially cloudy with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 41. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high of 60 degrees and a low of 33. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high of 48 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Monday, mostly cloudy with a high of 34 degrees and a low of 23 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high of 46 degrees and a low of 35.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be too nice this week.
Not at all.
But spring break is coming up, so luckily, or hopefully, we'll all get out of here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you for watching this evening. This is the National Rundown. I'm Gina Melso.
And I'm Danielle Bunting.
Have a good night.